Hello and welcome to the Unite Anime podcast. Now, we haven't got Ness Mudkip again because he has better stuff to do than record
Other
But anyway,
podcasts.
this is a special podcast because it's discussing one anime and one anime only.
The Going
and
Home
that
Club.
is, of course,
Oh,
no, Boku no Piku.
Oh. I thought it was the Going Home Club. This is not what I signed up for.
Oh.
I didn't sign up for
Well,
this.
you should have looked to what you signed up for, mate. So I wrote in a contract and everything.
I'm only
but it
joking.
is-
I can't write. I can't read.
But
either.
it's of course Attack on Titan. Oh, Shingeki no Kyojin.
Indeed.
So, yeah, the greatest anime ever. 10 out of 10. All agree?
Yep. Nice
My review
podcast.
doesn't agree.
Yeah, has anybody else? You don't disagree?
I disagree.
You disagree? That's not good. Okay,
All
so
in
we're actually-
favour of Attack on
Okay,
Titan.
okay, guys.
Raise your hand.
Let's put a structure to this, right? So, let's say the first episode when you watched it. What did you think?
I jizzed.
So did I.
I can't remember.
I enjoyed it.
It was all a blur.
It was all blood. Well, nom nom nom. No, but it was probably one of the best episodes from Attack on Titan.
That music.
I genuinely can't remember it. What happened in it again?
Aaron's mum got eaten.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I like loved that episode. It was like amazingly done, and I think that's one of its flaws that
It was
it
too
had.
good.
It was too good, and then the other few episodes like after that, it was like Trainer, wasn't it? Was it straight away Trainer? I can't remember actually episode 2.
No,
I
episode
think
3.
episode 2 was like a flashback, was it not?
What was episode 2
It
then?
was like a
Episode 2,
flashback, was it not?
They left. They're leaving.
Oh yeah, and then he was shouting at people and like eating bread.
And
At the
probably
end
the
of it,
saddest anime moment ever. Armin's granddad got killed, but left behind his hat, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was.
That's
I'm
fine.
still crying from that. What?
Are you?
12,
Did you need a box of tissues?
25 weeks later.
Oh bless.
Yeah, and I just used one
But-
big tissue.
No, I just felt that he's got a bit sort of. It's like a roller coaster. Attack on Titan's sort of greatness. Like it was really good, and then it went vroom, and then it came back up again in episode 7, 5. I don't know, around about that, and then it went down, and then till late episodes went really high, and I think it's inconsistently good.
And then it makes you
Yeah.
throw up once you're finished. Much like a roller coaster.
Depends
Or was that
who
just
you
me?
are
Or
really.
was that just
I
me?
don't know. I didn't throw up
Oh,
personally.
this is
I don't know.
This is weird.
You
then.
might want to see a doctor about that, mate.
I don't know. I just threw up.
Yeah, but one thing I thought of, it's not how much of a discussion here, guys. Come on, the pacing. We can all agree
Well, there's
that
so
was
much to talk about. We can't just see. Maybe
absolute
just jump
shit.
into
Well, it
it.
doesn't seem like there is because no one's really doing. No, but the pacing that was absolute shit, wasn't it?
Yes. I
I'd
just
say
didn't like the
I'd say
cliffhangers.
the start for Attack on Titan pacing was great. It felt consistent, but till it got to like episode 6 or 7, the flaws really were much more noticeable because story wasn't progressing as fast as what we were usually accustomed to.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with most series, it's very difficult to keep that consistency going, especially with what Attack on Titan did at the very start. And I suppose it's quite hard for most people to actually notice that it was slowing down, given how most people that really loved Attack on Titan from the start really didn't sense much of a difference from where it started to slowly drop, in my opinion. But for me, overall, I just feel like the start of Attack on Titan was great, but around the middle and the main meat of Attack on Titan, it wasn't particularly amazing. It was just... It
Yeah,
just
it
felt
got
for
slower
me
and
like
slower
a bit
as it
more
went on.
mediocre to me than a great.
Yeah.
Like
anime,
40% of that show was that one scene in the bloody forest that went down for. How many episodes was that? Like a good 6 episodes, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. 'Cause
Maybe more.
what happened when it was episode 14 was going to air? I went on holiday.
Yeah.
And I missed 2 episodes. I just didn't catch up, and then I went to like episode 20, 21.
Yeah.
And I decided I
And
wanted to
that was
marathon it
all the one
Yeah,
mission
it was like it.
that really
sort of the
didn't-
same thing.
like really didn't
I
progress the story like whatsoever. It like
Especially
compared
when everyone
compared
went
to
hyped.
compared to what like the other episodes were doing. So like the first
Oh, yeah,
3
like-
episodes could like progress the story from like nothing to like everything explained, and then there was like almost 10 episodes like progress the story nothing.
It's like the best stuff happens in the city
Yeah.
rather than outside.
Yeah. And for some
Kind of weird
I
because
think-
outside could be really good as well. But
I think they
yeah.
wanted you to really care about the Survey Corps, but like
I don't.
do you guys
Well, the thing is,
even
with
care or
with
even
Attack on
know?
Titan, it's with Attack
Hard
on
to
Titan,
care
it's
about
hard
anyone.
to actually make you care for the characters because
They all die
their
before you can
deaths
even-
are predetermined. So
they all
I do
die
give
too
Attack on
quickly.
Titan that.
But I do like Levy. Levy's a cool
Well, he's
guy.
the only one that's
All
still
the
alive.
side characters are much better than the main characters.
No,
I
it's
think-
just Levy. You know, the others are kind of like, eh.
no,
Meh.
others are way better.
No,
No, not as good as Levy.
what I didn't get right was
Right.
why they introduced
Is
a
it?
whole new group of like I don't know, like
Because it's just to
trainees
kill them
or
off,
something
really.
like that. They didn't even kill them off. They just introduced them. They had a little scene where they had a little scruffle with like a police guy, and then they never appeared for the last like 2 episodes.
Foreshadowing.
It's just I don't know, like why would they do that? They spent a whole episode like introducing these characters, and then
I
next
don't
2
remember
episodes,
that.
like yeah, it was the guy with the bowl cut, and he like they were illegally smuggling goods into the city or something. He was like, "Hey, you guys can't do that," and then they beat him up, and then the girl stepped in and stopped them. How can you guys not remember this?
Oh no, was
It was
that
like a whole
when,
episode.
What was that Annie?
No.
Yeah, that was like Annie's
Oh, yeah, I think
group
Annie was
that she was
involved in it.
working with.
Yeah.
But then it might have been do Annie because was
But
that
they,
episode
no, 'cause, like, they
24?
spent like a whole episode, like literally a
Oh, I
whole
don't remember
episode,
it.
introducing these
I
characters.
do understand
that
what
never-
you're getting at there because you thought they have, there was a purpose for
Yeah, I
you know,
thought they were gonna
introducing
be
us to
like-
these people.
new characters or something, but they
Was
just
it
never even
filler?
mentioned them.
I suppose.
Because there was
do
a
you
lot
think?
of filler for
I
what
suppose
for like
you-
25.
perhaps they were just reserving them, perhaps like for season 2, maybe, as most people
Maybe,
are speculating.
I don't know because they changed the order of the manga at the start. So why couldn't they do that?
Even
For like,
even
if there wasn't
even if
gonna
it
be a
was
season 2?
filler, it's completely random. Just do a Hot Springs episode with all the
I don't
Titans.
understand. Hot Spring. I don't understand why they had filler though. It's just like there's a lot to. I know like they couldn't go twice as speed because they now catch up. But the fact is that they could have done it a bit fast. I know they wanted to end at a certain point,
Yeah.
which is on that cliffhanger. But even still, I felt like if season 2 is going to be confirmed, you don't need to do that. I don't know. To me, it feels like
Well,
is there going to be a season 1?
I do
unless
understand
you
you
do
there,
confirmed.
especially like how Production IG, like they planned this all out. They know they were going to make 24 episodes beforehand, and it's like they planned point A and point B, but nothing
Yeah.
around the middle there.
Yeah, so
It's
this
like,
is
we're
where we
gonna
want to
start
get
here,
up
and
to.
then we'll end
Let's just
here.
like click and drag it out to episode 24 and see how it
Yeah,
goes.
Just
well,
see
like,
how
it's just not producing many episodes. I mean, the show's like 22 episodes, isn't it?
Hmm.
I'm sure like taking away 40 minutes would make the pacing better. It's like if you want to make an all-round good anime, what you could do. I know probably some people listen to this. I doubt anyone's listening to this, but let's say people are.
I'm listening.
They'll you're listening, brilliant. They'll probably disagree and say no, it's really good all round. But like if you honestly look at it properly,
Are we talking
think
overall, or are we still talking pacing?
pacing overall, like just the general pacing,
Alright,
like.
yeah.
So it's like, but if you just look at it like from an average person's perspective, who doesn't get the hype from every action scene and think that's amazing, this happens every time. It's not. You got to think about it. Like the bit with the female Titan. Oh my goodness, it's just off
What bit?
pacing. It's like
What I really hated the most was when they were in the forest, and then they built up so much. The pacing was building up really nicely. We had the flashback of what happened with Eren in the forest, and then you had the pep talk from his teammates, and then what does he do? He's just like, okay, let's fucking run. And it's like, after 2 episodes of build-up, I waited just for that. For a show like Attack on Titan,
yeah.
I mean, they're really good at, especially the music. The music really helped a lot in Attack on Titan. It gave it that epic feel to it. But it's just when it comes to the actual execution of it all, it just really felt like a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Especially how little some of the stuff was. I mean, when it came to people surviving in Attack on Titan, did you guys really feel much for it, to be honest, after like seeing that more than once or twice in the show.
No, at the start, yeah, but especially the survey corps, I really didn't give a shit that everyone fucking died.
No, well, I think after like 5 episodes, I just kind of accepted that okay, every character is going to die apart from Mikasa and Armin. And Levi, I guess, because he's that kind of badass guy. He's like the Kakashi.
And then it'd be like Eren, but he's gonna come back anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But the amount of times that he's always
died.
put into like a near-death situation like that,
Eren
doesn't
is
it kind
go-to.
of like make you consider perhaps there's a strong possibility that he may actually die further down in the story, like towards the end, because it feels like
I wouldn't care.
it
Like,
could
I
be
genuinely.
like some
I
sort
wouldn't care. Yeah,
He
wouldn't
could
care,
die,
but
and I would still
I
keep
don't think
watching
he will
it.
die. If it. No, but the thing is, because like he can't die because he has that resolve in him.
Yeah.
He's one his brother died. He's one who actually wants to
Yeah,
do
he-
something. But it's
I
just
doubt
a
he'll
bit
die, but-
plain. I don't care. I don't care for Mikasa. I don't care for Armin. I don't care for Eren.
Yeah.
Exposed.
I think the only character that I kind of care about is like Levi, but it's not like I care about him like, oh, he's such a really nice character. I think he's just cool, and he brings like really cool.
I think he is
scenes.
quite. No, in episode 25, I'm like.
he's
shit,
getting his own
this dog's
spin-off
quite nice.
manga as well. So
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
I mean-
no, but, I want to. Can we discuss episode 25? Are we allowed to do this in this podcast? It's not that spoiler-free.
Well,
actually, really,
no,
it's like-
nobody's going to be watching an Attack on Titan discussion podcast without having finished Attack on Titan.
Okay, so
What-
spoilers if you
Yeah, if
are
you're,
one of
if
those
you're
very
watching
few
this,
people, but
go to bed, because what are you doing with your life?
It's go to bed. Look at the fucking time. Come on now. No, but it's not that big a spoiler. But you know how they're fighting the female and Eren. When Eren just didn't give a shit, he would literally just like fall down and squash all these people, or knock the female Titan down
Yeah, I
and
know.
destroy all his buildings, and it goes against everything he stands for.
Mm.
And I'm like, wow. You just
Yeah.
threw out
well,
the
Eren
window
doesn't
last
really have
episode.
that much control over his.
No, but
Titan count,
but by episode 25, you knew that he had some sort of control over him. Over
Yeah,
it.
but I wouldn't assume that much control though, because he was still even struggling just to get to that form. And then I think at the moment he can just really just focus on setting like one goal in his mind within the body of the Titan, without giving as much thought to what's around him. I mean, if you look later on in the episode, people were kind of like just telling Eren, you know, why the heck is he losing himself to the Titan? Because I don't want to dive down into more further spoilers, but I mean, in the episode you do see him losing himself to the Titan, and I would like
Yeah,
to
when
see
he
him get
sets
full
on
control
fire.
of it already.
When he
Yeah.
when he turns into like the fire mode, and then just kind of goes crazy, and he like like that fight scene. He killed like a good like 1,000 people, like so just random civilians that had absolutely nothing to do with the story.
No, but a question
It was
for
just
me,
like
why
they were all at
didn't
church, just minding their own business. Sunday church, whatever. Boom! Titan falls through the roof, crushing their church, crushing like this amazing architecture on the church. Just completely destroys it, kills them all.
He must have something in his head to actually see this. He
Well,
can't
yeah,
just like...
obviously, but a worm would notice that with no brain.
Well, to
I
be
just
honest,
don't-
I'm a bit sick of seeing people just getting killed every single episode. So I mean,
I know.
if they skip
Kinda
that, I don't really
desensitizes
mind.
you from it.
because-
Yeah, but it's just a bit. It's kind of like a bit. It's a bit stupid to see like him caring about, like. What was it? Was it him that was caring about the dead bodies getting thrown? Or was anyway? They were caring about the dead bodies being thrown off the back of the cart in that forest episode, right?
Yeah, the
They ca-
filler.
there
I
was a
felt
big
well
thing about
bad
caring
for
about that.
episode.
And then like a few episodes later, they're okay about killing thousands of people. They're like, it doesn't matter. But if they're dead,
No, but
oh,
I just don't
Well-
understand. Why didn't Eren just fight the bloody female Titan in the forest? I know they had like traps for it, but in all fairness, if he thought, well, no, she took. Well, he did fight actually, didn't he?
yeah, he
No,
just
but-
he just failed.
Yeah, it's just like it's just. But if you no, but you went the first time when he had Levi and all them around him, then surely that'd been a much safer option.
Yeah.
And it just seems like, why fight in the fucking city when literally you could almost kill everyone?
Yeah, because
if
that
you
was
get
the
out of
plan as
control?
well. It's not like they had like no control over it. They planned to lead her right into the underground almost, and they knew
Yeah.
that she would say no and turn into a Titan, and then so they planned to fight her right there in the city.
just
To
don't
be honest,
understand
we
what you
did
want
get a
everyone
whiff
to
of like what it would be like if they took her down, if they tried to take her down in the forest, because they failed when they were outside the walls, and so the
Yeah.
walls felt like that was a perfect place to do it because I mean she was struggling a crap load when she was actually trying to escape.
If they shut up her mouth, then they wouldn't have any of this. But they
Yeah.
didn't think about anything like that, did they? They're not smart enough. Because you would think they have some sort of link between other Titans.
Yeah, I guess. And then all the Titans ate her, but then they were like, "Oh, who was in the Titan? They didn't eat him," or something. I don't know. Some kind of like that. Then it just kind of skipped to the last scene. She kind of escaped and skipped to the last scene, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That was kind of a letdown, that whole forest scene, to be honest. That ended in that. It was,
The whole outside.
I hated that whole part of Attack on Titan in the forest.
Colin
That
art,
whole-
the forest art.
He's basically not.
The forest arc.
Yeah.
I never thought it would be a forest arc till like 2 episodes in the forest.
Well,
It's like, oh god.
say 9 episodes of like all this building up, like we're thinking, like when you're watching the forest scene, you're thinking, all right, they're building up to something big. We're going to learn the secrets of the Titans. We're going to learn like who's the female Titan. We're going to learn why she's in it, who she's working with. Nope, we're not. We're just going to learn that. What was the moral of the story? To respect dead bodies? I don't know. That's really all we got from that scene. So it was very.
What would cut?
Well, just the whole what happened? What did we get out of that forest scene? What was the point of it? There was no point. They didn't get
Well,
anything out of it.
Everyone dying because it shows how bad they
They
are.
trapped her, but that didn't work, and then obviously...
Yeah, that didn't work, and then they just
and
gave
then-
up and went home.
And then the fight, which obviously Evan failed at. And then they rescued Evan in 2 minutes flat after he got, well, not even eaten, but chewed up by the female Titan. And then that's all, yeah, like you said, gone. So it's like more like a zigzag, really.
Well, that was like building up. Nah, let's just go home.
Well,
actually.
I meant a zigzag, like, let's go into the forest, and let's do a U-turn, and let's go back out.
Well, to be honest, they already knew like they could not win against her, so and they used everything they had at the time when they were in the forest. So it's just like, why the fuck do we want to,
Yeah.
you know, send more people to their death than what we already have? And like when they were dumping people like across grass when the Titans were coming after them, I felt like that was like one of the few times I actually felt
Yeah.
something for Attack on
I
Titan,
like that.
because I really liked that
I didn't.
moment because
I didn't
it
like
was
that
like
scene.
That was filler, and I
Because-
liked that, and a lot of people didn't, just saying there was no need for it. I thought there's, well,
I just thought it was
But it
stupid.
was-
Why are you caring about dead bodies?
It was
They've
just
never
like-
cared about dead bodies the whole series.
it's to
Yeah,
let them
I
like
didn't really
rest in
like that
peace,
bit.
and I mean at
Yeah,
the
but
very
they've never
least,
done
that's
that.
what they
They've
wanted.
never done that the whole series.
Yeah,
The
but
whole
the thing
series
is,
has
it's
been
like-
brutally, like, the opposite of that. And then for one scene, and then like I said, they went back to killing everybody and just not caring about dead people.
Yeah, it's just silly because like most 95% of people who died in that series were eaten.
Yeah.
yeah, but,
And-
So I'm thinking
And
like,
there wasn't a second
okay,
thought given
yes,
for them.
you were kind of lucky getting dead bodies, but what? But who do you care about more, dead or alive people? You know, it's like, come on, it's not a brain. I mean, yes, if I had a dead body of Tash and a Titan was chasing me and Tash's dead
Yeah,
body
and we
was
were
still
having to
slowing
carry
down,
Tash while the time was obviously
I,
no disrespect, but
no,
I'd
as
drop
Tash-
any
yeah.
dead body I was carrying because one dead body is way better than
but
two.
I would cree, but I'd have to drop.
I would
people
cree
on
every
time.
time. But
It would probably be really
It's
hard.
just seeing humanity resort to that really just showed how real this shit was.
Oh, you got to really. 'Cause, like, and
I know.
also, don't forget, if you don't watch the news, the graveyards are filling up, and they're thinking, past 70 years, take out the bloody coffin, and put another one in, or like, yeah.
well, Attack on
That
Titan
is-
graveyards
No,
about as
in real life. So really,
Yeah, and-
with all them
and-
dead bodies,
and we don't
as
have
well,
Titans eating
you're gonna have
everyone.
enough places, especially in that little city. So I'm thinking, in one way, the Titans helped them out.
yeah. That's the moral of the story, really.
Yeah,
That's it solved. We've just solved Attack on
Don't fill up
Titan.
your graveyards.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to seeing more of the Colossal Titan that we saw in like episode 1.
Was that him in the wall though?
We saw it in episode 5.
Was that him at the end though?
No, I'm talking about this other one, the one that was like
Oh, the armored
wearing
one.
some weird
Huge
armor.
The armored one, yeah. We didn't see
The
that.
armored
Oh,
one.
I know a spoiler about that.
No, that's not a spoiler anymore.
Well, no.
No, he says he
about
knows a
armoured.
spoiler about that Titan.
Yeah, I know.
The armored
Me and
Titan.
Jamie both know that spoiler, but it's not a
Yeah.
spoiler anymore. That was the spoiler that was unspoiled at the
No.
end of the episode. That was, yeah. Was that not him?
Was it?
That was the spoiler that we've been like,
No.
Yeah, it was. What spoiler?
I think
what
you should
spoiler?
shut up now in case.
What spoiler are you talking about?
I'm not talking about the wall.
Yeah, that's not a spoiler anymore. We can talk about that.
Yeah, I know that. I'm talking about something else.
So I don't. This is a different. You know another spoiler.
Wait, I swear you know that this spoiler.
Yeah, the Titans in the walls.
Yeah, no, but there's no spoiler. I was speaking about about the armor titan.
No, nobody knew
I don't
about
know that. I don't know that this is a new spoiler then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's new spoiler, but I know that. Yeah.
Oof.
He knows a spoiler about the armored titan that will
Dun,
appear
dun,
later in the
dun.
manga. Or that's already appeared in the manga.
Yeah.
I think loads of people are going to be picking up the manga now because
Oh yeah. No.
recently when I checked
if,
on Amazon, Volume 1 was sold out and it
Whoa.
will
Really?
be coming back in like the 10th of October or the 20th.
That's ridiculous.
That's
And
only
then
one.
I'm
of
quite
them.
happy.
In all fairness, even if the series is finished and not have season 2, it's done its job.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
I feel
like-
what I really loved about Attack on Titan most of it all is that we managed to get a load of new people into anime now. I mean, despite
Yeah,
how
I know. A
they
lot
may
of
just
people.
go away.
Like I know a lot of people on Twitter and stuff like that who aren't anime fans, like gaming fans or whatever, and they're watching Attack on Titan. Like they might not be like getting super into anime, but they're watching Attack on Titan. Even though they don't watch any other anime, they're watching Attack on Titan, which is pretty cool.
On Amazon right now, the best-selling manga is Attack on Titan Volume 1, Volume 2, then Master and Manga with Clark Curly, okay, and then number 4 is Volume 4, then number 5 is One Piece.
Mastering
number 6 is Dragon Ball.
manga's a great show.
Is it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, but it's like it's all up there, you know. It's big stuff. It's not random narrative. But anyways, yeah, Attack on Titan. Going back to that.
That I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna buy the published volumes because I hate
Yeah,
reading
but
stuff
I've got
online.
the first 6 and they're not even past the
Oh, no.
anime yet. It's a bit slow.
What bit are they at?
I don't know 'cause I haven't got the
Alright.
I haven't got the latest volume, and I don't really know.
So probably be ages
maybe
then.
catch. But no, I know because I don't know. I'll probably read the manga and buy it. So you know, one way I'm just being a bit cheeky, but I'm still supporting it. So yeah,
I just don't like reading stuff online.
I don't need to why, but if it's I don't know, I don't want to get spoiled because other people are doing it. So
Yeah, there were spoilers everywhere of Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
Especially
Everywhere.
friggin' Reddit. I mean, you know that Titan the Wall thing?
yeah.
I didn't tell anyone this, but I found that out around episode 7.
me, Jamie, and Caleb found out like when we were all taking a break. I think so,
Yeah.
probably around episode 50 or something like that.
And that was from Reddit as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It was around Attack on Titan post. And this guy.
Yeah, no, it was on-
posted
it was
Attack
on-
Titan novels.
It was on the legend that is the Gaming Rishi's post. And then someone commented or something like that, and then didn't use spoiler tags.
And just a big cunt.
Yep.
So don't go on Reddit, kids. Or not anno Reddit because they spot Cloud for me. They spot Attack on Titan for me.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel sorry. I feel jealous of those people that can just marathon Attack on Titan now. I mean, without getting spoiled.
Come out. Let's marathon it.
Yeah, pretty
So
good
how
for
many? What I'm really interested is how many people that watch Sword Art Online and had that as their first anime that got them into watching other series checked out Attack on Titan because
that. They probably would.
I mean
Yeah.
if you get more series like that yearly, then I mean,
'Cause-
anime may one day become mainstream.
Because if they found out about
Perhaps.
if they found out about Sword Art Online from like a website or something, they're going to then find out about Attack on Titan from the same website. Because it's kind of like the kind of casual people that watch a little bit of anime here and there. That's what the kind of stuff they watch, like the big shows.
Including Big Three, would you say?
Yeah. I think the big free people and the casual people that just watch like Big Free, then they just watch Attack on Titan as well, like that kind of stuff. They don't really watch they wouldn't watch like any of the seasonal stuff that like maybe Kill la Kill. That's kind of pretty mainstream because everybody's talking about that, but they wouldn't watch say like I don't know that.
I guess more stuff are getting pretty mainstream shit. The big 3 now. So it's a good thing, I guess.
I mean, I would like to see. I'd be, interested if like people like watch Attack on Titan, Sword Art Online first, and then go on to the Big Three. I mean, I haven't really seen anyone transition like that at all.
Yeah.
The big 3. I want to do a video about the big 3 now again because I just want not about the anime but about the manga, about how poop all of them are at the moment. It's just like I looked at this week's chapters and it's like
Oh, they're
not very good.
No, they are terrible.
To be honest, all I read is Naruto now.
Yeah,
so.
no, that's the thing. The only one
No.
I want to read is Naruto. Because,
And Naruto's pretty crap, to be honest. I don't read it anymore.
It's
it
not
just
even
sucks.
that good anymore. Like,
Nothing happens. It's just
I don't know what's about Naruto, but as quickly before we move on again, it's just like Naruto. It had like one bit, and then like sort of dragged on and on, like Attack on Titan does. There you
Yeah.
go, making that connection.
But just not as long as Attack on Titan.
No,
no
not as
longer.
short.
I'd say.
I'll tell you this,
Naruto
though.
is longer. It's like
Yeah, Naruto's longer.
they've been doing this one battle scene. I wouldn't spoil it. Like there's not much of a spoiler, to be honest, but I wouldn't spoil
But
it. But
okay,
this
yeah.
one battle scene has been going on for like I don't know how many chapters, 100, 150,
Oh, yeah.
maybe more,
Yeah, and I think
200.
it hasn't even hit the anime yet.
Yeah,
that's the
it's just
problem.
like just dragging it out for dragging it out's sake.
It's just like, I just really. It's only because I want to see how it finishes at that moment now. Like in
Yeah.
One Piece, I basically dropped now. I've skimmed through last week's, but it's like I'm not interested.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just
In
going to wait till it
relation-
finishes and then watch it. I can't be bothered.
What
In
One
relation
Piece?
to
Reading it
the
even.
big three, about Attack on Titan, I really liked how people were talking about it because it was nice to get a breather from people just, stop talking about the bloody big three. I mean, it was
Yeah.
good to see something different at the very least.
Yeah, but a lot was Attack on Titan. Yeah.
True. But, I mean, it's nice to see the anime community actually go on about something different.
I guess.
Because every month, every day, every week, it's Naruto chapter discussion, Bleach chapter discussion, One Piece
Hunter
chapter
x Hunter.
discussion, and then it's just
And
a
JK.
never-ending cycle.
I dropped Fairy Tail manga as well.
I think I can't be asked to even watch Fairy Tail when it comes back.
I
Watch
got
it. I don't know. I'd watch it. I guess.
15 episodes into Fairy Tail.
I don't know. I'm starting to fall out quite a bit with shonen
It's
I just-
very samey.
in
But
general.
I don't watch shows.
I mean, 'cause- Because like with my recent videos that I've made, I was going to touch on this a little more on my 1K video that I'm making next week. But I find myself really kind of just feeling quite distant from the shonen series because I checked out Kill la Kill today.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. No.
I really felt nothing from it because
how-
it's
it's
like
how I felt
I've
with
seen
Attack on
this
Titan.
before.
as well.
No,
'Cause,
I say Kill la Kill. I like Kill la Kill and I like Attack on Titan, obviously, but
No, I like Attack on Titan, but the
it's
thing
the
is, like, when,
long-running
like, a
shows
fight...
that get me. It's the long
I
running
know,
shows.
but like when a fight scene happened, I think it was episode 21. People were hyping over it, and I'm like, oh, it was just it. Like I felt like, and with episode 25, I felt like I should have enjoyed the fight scenes more, but I just didn't.
Yeah, like when you look into it like that, when you say, "Did you enjoy episode 22?" I was like, "No, I didn't really enjoy it." But like as a whole, as a series, as a concept, I think
Oh
I
no,
enjoyed
it's
it a lot.
a good series. It's a good series,
Yeah.
but it's just like I've fallen out with like action scenes at some point. It's like, oh, I don't know what's happened. Like, but if I look back at something from some of my favourite scenes from Full Metal action scenes, it's like I still get them goosebumps. But like if I just watch something new action scenes, like it's if it's not done to it, I just be like, oh, well, I don't know.
I think still to this day, my favourite action scene is the one from Black Lagoon. It's Revy, and she's got the dual wields in the bowling club. In the bowling, that's like the
Oh,
best
yeah,
fight
and-
action scene ever. And she's like,
oh no,
her
if
versus
you
40.
watch the Japanese audio, she has English.
Yeah. It's like that's easily the best. Like every fight scene should just try and replicate that.
Well, not everyone, but I think-
It was just
I don't
that's
know,
how
it's
fight
just-
scenes should be. Just 1 versus 40, and she's just like shooting like collateral.
Yeah.
That's just like that's how. everything should
and
be.
and then the guy in the swimming pool. But anyways, this is not a Black Lagoon discussion.
This is a Shingeki no Kyojin discussion.
It should be
or Attack
really.
on Titan
It really should be a
discussion.
Black Lagoon discussion, but
Yeah, okay,
there's,
yeah, let's
there's
change
an
it.
experience that I would like to kind of recall on. It's like I was talking in this Facebook group about Attack on Titan, of course,
I know which one.
and then it's just I really, really hate most of the people in the world that have watched Attack on Titan.
no. But you're just
Because
gonna
of-
leave it there in the world. I hate this is gonna be a breakdown
just-
from Tash. This is gonna break down.
It's
right
just like how stubborn people get when people really don't like to admit they're wrong when it comes to Attack on Titan because everyone thinks they know it all.
now. Yeah, but they don't
and
know any better
especially-
if they're only watching Attack on Titan. They don't know any other shows and the good shows and stuff. They don't know any better.
And I've also noticed like quite a lot of blind hate as well for Attack on Titan, Not many. I don't think many people, I mean, that love Attack on Titan would really notice, but I mean, I'm starting to kind of see the hipsters of anime that I really hate, that just hate on popular series just because they're freaking popular and they have loads of episodes.
Just because people enjoy them. Like, yeah, people enjoy this, I don't like it.
Exactly. I mean, we all would like to be, in the middle. I mean, we'd like to appreciate some of the mainstream stuff and the different stuff of anime, but I just really... It kind of comes to me as this is one of the things of how anime will not become mainstream. If you get people like that want something different because it's bloody popular. I mean, it's good and bad, but you gotta always look at, the good of what it could bring to you instead of focusing on the negative.
But you're always going to get hipsters, though, that just don't like anything mainstream, and they're just going to Attack on Titan's rubbish. Yeah, I only like Watamote. Yeah. That's a hipster show, Watamote.
I mean, even some people go as far as to say an anime can't be good if it has more than 24 episodes.
No, man, that's wrong.
Exactly.
Because probably Death Note and Fullmetal Alchemist, like two of the greatest anime of all time, and Monster are all.
And that's even longer than 20 episodes as well. Those two.
74. Yeah. You got people who like Hajime no Ippo, and it's like 75 for season 1, and it's like 24 for season 2, and it's got another season 3 out now.
Yeah.
So that's And then you got Hunter x Hunter. Oh, that's almost 100.
Yeah. Congratulations, Madhouse.
Togashi.
Yeah, Madhouse. Got Hajime no Ippo and Hunter x Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Although Black Lagoon is 20 odd each
4
season.
plus OVA.
Yeah, and I think that's the most well done anime of all time. Quality wise.
That is Madhouse as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no.
I gave it a 10 out of 10.
Wait, and I swear Monsters Madhouse.
Yeah, no.
I'm not sure.
No.
It might be. It could be.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
I think it's Madhouse. So really, it's just Madhouse.
No.
It's not.
Eureka 7's 50 episodes, and that's not Madhouse.
And that's Bones.
Yeah.
And Bones also did Soul Eater, and that's so 50.
No, but
and
didn't
Bones
Bones-
Full Metal.
Bones done Full Metal
But Bones
Alchemist,
is Full Metal, yeah.
So
But Bones
Well,
did
to be honest, it's not all about the companies per se, I would say. I mean,
Yeah.
No, of course
if
it's
the
not,
manga,
because-
if the adaptation
Yeah,
is
no, it's the manga
shit,
because the manga
then-
sort of wrote the story, but
yeah. Well, yeah.
the fact that
Companies
they-
like I'm sure
It's all
Madhouse
about
has
what
some
they
really
pick.
bad stuff, and Bones has some really bad stuff.
Madhouse had horrible stars. It has not so good stuff.
What's for?
Like I literally looked on the
If
list.
you looked at a
it's like
full list,
nothing-
I'm sure there's stuff there you're like, I've never even heard of that. And you look at it, it's just not like a standout anime like a lot of their stuff.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I at least heard of some stuff.
I've never looked at a
It
full list.
probably
but-
went all that.
Yeah. I don't know.
But anyways, Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah. Forgot.
Yeah, Production IG. There you go.
I was surprised, like, how Production ID...
Can we call it with
IG
studio?
was
Sorry,
like-
because
No,
it
Production
is a
IG.
new studio, but yeah, most of it is from
Not
Production
many
IG.
people even know of which
Well,
studio.
that's what it is.
I'd never
Yes,
even heard of
come to
that.
MTV.
That's the
Bye.
whole hype was because Production IG has found this new studio called Wit Studio, and it's Wit Studio's first ever series. And oh look, it's this masterpiece called Attack on Titan. How can that be?
But you can't tell which studio had the bigger input or...
Well, obviously,
if they shared the
obviously,
work
IG. No, they didn't
evenly.
share it. IG founded it, so it's another. They found Wit Studio, and
They founded it or they found
they
it.
co-founded it. They
Found
made it. Then
Alright.
there's another word to put in it.
So they didn't find it.
Well, they
They weren't just kind of walking along the street and find like just an
you never
animation
know.
studio just
You
lying there. You
you
went,
never.
"Ooh, what's this?"
Oh look, an empty building. We'll call this Wit Studio. I don't know, but yeah, Wit Studio.
But
What-
anyway, like, from what I've seen from Production IG, I just haven't really been underwhelmed by them before. And Attack on Titan was one of those series, which may has come as quite a shocker to most people, to be honest. Because I really love Production IG. They do some fantastic work. But Attack on Titan, I mean, I think most of the shows that I really enjoy from Production IG are sci-fi series. But seeing them approach an action adventure series like Attack on Titan wasn't really their forte.
I guess it's kind of fantasy, you could say.
Yeah. Talking
kinda
about the studio, can we discuss about the animation then? Because I know we all have ups and downs of the animation.
Animation, I saw some bits of the manga when I was reviewing it. I was kind of comparing the two, and I think they did a very good job in actually making the transition from the manga to the anime. And I liked seeing those dark lines you kind of see on some characters. Like, I liked it, especially with Levi as well. When you see that shock on his face, that really, really did come as quite a surprise, because he normally has a stern look and doesn't really express himself. So I really liked those dark, gritty lines. But, as I pointed out in my review, with the outlines, I was just like, what is this?
Well, yeah, it's like a personal preference, I think. When we were all hyped up to watch the first episode, and when I first time I saw it, I was like, oh, is this how the art style is? Yes, it's unique and different, but sometimes it just took the realism away. It looks like they just were put in the background, if you know what I mean. But when you're watching it, you don't really pay attention, but when you
don't notice it unless someone says, "Oh, look at that big line."
Speaking of Tash saying about his review, that's what I said in my review. It was like, oh, when I see it, it's like, oh, it's drawn back at me. But to be honest, at the end of the day, I didn't really care. But I wish it was a little more realistic tone, rather than having that black line over the faces, or the whole body structure, really. And speaking of which, we all see now that Coppelion's going this way, which we did this.
Yeah, that's outlines done wrong. That's how not to do
I know,
outlines.
But I don't think it's done wrong. I think it's just like really more thick in close-up shots in.
Yeah, it's too much. Like it sticks out. Like you notice it, you go, "Oh wait, there's massive, big, thick lines around the characters." Yeah. Attack on Titan, it was like there. It had a good effect, and you wouldn't just it wouldn't stick out. It didn't stick out on the page. Like it was there, and it kind of blended.
I just wish it was like consistently. It was consistent. It didn't it wasn't sometimes like too big or too small.
I agree with that, sometimes,
But I think the best bit about the animation is the 3D animation.
Yeah, that was good,
It can get wrong, but it was done right with the 3D animation.
The horse running scenes and stuff like that.
They really did look beautiful, those scenes. Especially in the opening as well. I mean, some of the slow motion scenes.
The openings. You want to get onto them? Oh my goodness, the openings.
They were lovely.
The openings. Both openings are amazing.
The Spider-Man.
I don't know, second opening, I was very shocked how much I liked it later on, because everyone.
Later on, it could grow on you. Especially since the second full version's better than the first full version. It just I listened to it, it's like,
Jamie's
I think people just didn't like it because it wasn't the first one. They were like, "Oh, it's not the first one anymore." And then then you started to listen to every episode, and you're actually, this is really cool.
Yeah. Well, I liked them. I didn't mind which one I heard, but.
Open one TV side.
Yeah.
One was obviously more. I think one was the catchiest, obviously, and
I kind of and it goes with everything. It was the new goals.
If you say Attack on Titan, that's what. I'd say that represents Attack on Titan.
Everyone just thinks about all those bloody videos they made with the songs.
Starts,
The
People
Indian
attack
one,
..
The Indian one's the best one.
Yeah.
The Bollywood one.
We could do a full podcast talking about the Attack on Titan spin-offs for different various parodies of the song.
Yeah. Well, speaking of openings, what about, you touched upon this earlier, Tash, about the music being so epic, it's good to see important scenes. I agree with you there as well.
I mean, it's no surprise because the guy that did the soundtrack for Blue Exorcist, I believe,
and Guilty Crown,
and Guilty Crown,
awesome stuff.
I haven't watched Guilty Crown yet, so.
No. As soon as Tash and I watched Guilty Crown back in the day, we fell in love with the soundtrack, and it's good to, as soon as that opening scene in the first episode with the Titan against the wall, we're like, this music's epic. Let's search who did it. Oh my God, it's the same composer. But some of the soundtracks were, to me, not out of place, but I still liked them. There was some singing ones which I was like, okay, especially
This thing was
especially
The
when
choir singing ones. They're,
no, no,
like,
I don't mind
them for
that.
epic
Yeah,
effect.
yeah, that's I don't mind those. Like, but remember, like in the training session, there was one.
Oh, I thought that music was the
But
best.
maybe yeah, one or two okay. I just sometimes I was like, whoa, the music's
Well,
just
no,
changed
what was
to
the
this.
one that had the kind of rock band doing it?
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that, and I was like, whoa, this is really good.
That did come in quite frequently. I think it worked well. Though,
Yeah,
with
I loved
the
that bit.
Other music,
I think I tried to.
even
look
though
it up
like the
afterwards.
It was nice to have some
It's quite strange how
difference
those two fit.
between it. Sometimes it was like orchestral, like you said, and a choir,
Yeah.
and then it went to like a band rocking out.
Yeah, if you
but-
want epic,
I mean,
you go to a choir for sure,
Yeah, yeah.
and make them some
Anything
kind of
battle scene.
godly.
I just never
whatever.
seen them actually execute that really well. Having like some kind of rocky music go alongside with
Yeah.
some choir and orchestral music. Attack on Titan felt like one of the first animes to actually achieve that,
Yeah.
especially very well.
I think.
And so
Well, same composer, obviously. Blue Exorcist. He had a bit of a different music for taste as well.
I wasn't. Were you able to tell that he did the same soundtrack for Blue Exorcist whilst watching?
not straight away, but obviously when I found out, some of the tracks did like sound similar to only some tracks in Blue Exorcist, especially one I like in Blue Exorcist, but I don't know the name of it because I haven't researched that for a while. But you could tell then, like, oh yeah, he always goes for the structure of epicness and with some scenes.
With Attack on Titan, I felt like he did take a risk there, mixing in some rock
Yeah,
with
yeah.
what he's usually accustomed to, and that did work out very well. So I can't wait to see what he does for future series. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for this guy, and I look forward to seeing what he does. If only he could compose like every other anime, and another composer I know
There's
that
so many
did.
good composers out there. I think each has their own unique style.
I mean, I don't normally pay attention to soundtrack, but with Attack on Titan, it's hard to not
Sometimes
notice
it's
it.
hard. Like, in all fairness, the thing is, I find more memorable tracks come out of shonen anime.
Yeah.
Like, there might be something like, I mean, like, if you ask me about this time 2 years ago, or 1.5 years ago, whatever, around about that time, where I watched mostly shonen, I was like, oh yeah, all these animes I watch has amazing soundtracks, but it's like, now, when I've watched like my fair few different ranges, but it's something like, I don't know. Can't
I
remember
am
soundtrack.
going off topic quickly, but there's another composer I like. I know not a lot of people like it, but I even asked you, Jamie, way back. I was like, hold on a minute. Isn't Fairy Tail's composer sound like Naruto Shippuden? And you said, yeah, it's the same composer. And funny enough, I watched Log Horizon today, and that's the same composer as well. I was like, oh, I have no wonder I like this, but odd, just to notice that.
Yeah, it's just like it's I don't know. I think shonen soundtracks are more memorable or more like go of action, and perhaps we take for granted other composers because of that. But yeah, that's just a random topic. I mean,
But yeah, the soundtrack for Attack on Titan is,
Go
Yeah.
buy.
best. I think that's the best
Definitely go buy the CD.
thing I loved of Attack on Titan.
yeah, I'll see if I can find it and explore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll definitely
Could have done with some hip hop though.
Hip hop. You want hip hop?
Can you imagine
So
that
much
when they
of
go
it.
into battle, you hear hip hop,
Yeah.
and it's just
Nah,
like
Hip hop works the best with samurai shows.
Samurai
Samurais and hip hop just go together like butter and bread.
It's about Samurai Flamenco out on Thursday.
Well, yeah, this Thursday while we're recording this.
So, I don't know. Even a Samurai, I don't know. Don't need to talk about that. But yeah, I think we've talked about everything then.
Yeah.
Really.
do you guys want to touch on the community a little, or should we just
No,
leave
no,
it?
no,
I think we should give our final scores out.
If you talk about community, everything's in my review.
No, we're talking about the show, not the people that watch the
yeah,
show.
but I've just saying.
if you want Ben's thoughts on the community, check out his review.
Like, the community doesn't matter. The Japanese people who make the show don't even know about the community that exists here over
they
in the
care
West.
because they buy the stuff. But
No, the community don't buy the
else.
stuff.
No.
Yeah, the community don't buy it.
What,
They just go on the
100 people
website.
that make videos don't buy it. Like, that's nothing. It's the people, it's the average people that are buying it. Not like they don't care about the money people and the whatever that more about.
But
it on
anyways, you actually
YouTube.
talk about the community by saying you're not going to talk about it in the community. So,
Well, I'm just
Tash,
saying we
final
shouldn't
score
talk
out of
about it.
10.
7.9, just 8.
Yeah.
I give it an 8.
7.9.
It's much closer to a fucking 8 than a
Jesus,
7.
that's-
I mean, I
Just-
can't say it's a 7 when it's 7.9.
Then just say 8.
So you've narrowed it down to
I don't want people
thousand,
to say,
and a
"Oh,
thousand
why
if
did
you.
put it as
It
a
doesn't matter what
7.9?"
people think. That's your preference of your score.
If you honestly
To
think.
be honest, some people actually.
Yeah,
have a
well,
problem
it doesn't
with my score.
matter. It's your opinion, you know.
Okay,
8.
Ben. Okay, yeah. Fair enough, that's straight to the point. Lewis.
I say an 8.957.
1. So it's
Squared.
a 9 with you. Okay.
wait, squared?
Yep.
So out of 10, that's like 81 almost.
Yep. A little bit more than
You put it that
more
much?
than 81, but I'll let you off there.
Okay, no, but seriously, out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say about an 8.5. No, 8.75.
Really? I'd
So
say
like
8.2.
8 and 3
if-
quarters.
I'll say 8.2 if you want to go into the points.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit better than 8. But yeah, I think we're all sort of around the same thing. I think we're all sort of great around 8 mark. You know, 8.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say
think
it's better
everyone
than an
agrees it's
8,
an 8.
but it's
Yeah,
maybe
it's better than 8,
touching
but
on a 9.
not
It's
that much.
it's touching the 9 cloth. It's touching cloth with 9.
Yeah, I guess. I would need to rewatch it. I don't really think of the 9. Like, I think it's just over an 8. personally.
Basically, our scores may change after we buy the Blu-rays.
Yeah, I think once we watch it again,
It's like-
like increase.
Its fingertips are just touching the 9. It's like,
So
To be honest,
close.
I think mine's just going to remain the same because I did not like the middle. Of
Yeah,
Attack on
Tash, I
Titan.
agree.
Okay, but and if Caleb was here, he gave it a 3 out of 5 on Hummingbird, which
So that's an
translates-
equivalent of a 6.
Yeah.
No, it's a 7. It's
6?
3.5.
Are you an idiot, mate? 3 out of 5?
You said 3.5.
No. I
Oh,
didn't.
just a 3. Oh,
Yeah.
that's worse. Didn't he say in his video that he rated it
Yeah,
a 7?
but he says stuff in his video, but he doesn't rate it on Hummingbird. So I'm going with the Hummingbird thing because saying it on a video means that he doesn't get as much hate.
So I think it's
6 for
You
him.
could
So yeah,
a
everyone
6.55.
go hate on Nesmud Kip Z.
Yep.
He rated it a 6, and everyone doesn't want to. Everyone knows it's not a 6, right? So
well, 6 on my
go hate
list
on
is
his
like the
opinion.
equivalent to really bad seasonal. Like
Yeah.
really bad seasonal on my list are 2.5.
It's like so bad, but it's not as bad as you didn't drop it.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
yeah,
that's-
it's like the worst. Like I think I've
But
got
yeah,
maybe
so-
1 or 2 2.5s, and that's as low as I'll go.
But yeah, so Caleb hates Attack on Titan, where it's out exposed. No, he doesn't hate it, but I don't know. I don't know. That's the reason why I wanted him on this podcast, because he had a negative review on it.
Well, isn't
Or
6
opinion.
on my anime list? What is that? Is an okay?
Like average.
Like average,
Yeah,
average or
I
something
know.
like that.
Yeah,
It's like meh.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, but I would say it's just different to everyone else's opinion. Like we all fall around about 8 mark. So.
we like everything else aside, like quality wise, I'd say 8.5 to 9. In the
yeah,
middle.
well, whatever. Everyone's got their own opinion, so at the end of the day, it
Whatevs.
doesn't really matter. Whatevs. Your opinion matters most to yourself,
Yep.
really.
Trust your neighbour. No,
I am a
love your
neighbour.
neighbour. Think only about
Alright
yourself.
then. I think should we wrap it up now? I think we had went on long enough.
Yeah.
Actually, wait.
For one show, I'd say.
Favorite song in Attack on Titan.
No.
Opening one.
Well,
Wrecking Ball by Miley
Yours is opening
Cyrus.
Oh, why did you bring Miley Cyrus to Attack on
Didn't
Titan?
she do the,
You should
didn't
all
she do the
watch.
soundtrack?
Yeah, you should all watch Wrecking Ball without the music.
On College Humour, youtube.com/College
Yeah,
Humour.
kind of humour.
That is someone worth
was-
plugging. Or a group worth
I
plugging.
didn't watch that today. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, they do loads of stuff. Like, it just looks funny. Like the
yeah,
the music videos, but
Gundam style.
but they add sound effects. So like if there's like a
Yeah, so
scooter
it's
going on,
like-
it's just like a really casual sound of a scooter or something like that. Or someone puts a drink down, it's just like a really normal drink putting down.
Or like when she sits tongue out, she goes, eh.
Yeah, that's funny. I
Just like-
recommend
or
it.
like, oh no, the best bit was when she's chewing gum. She's like,
Yeah. Good anime. It was a good anime.
it just feels like it's fucking retarded. I don't know how he got into this on an anime podcast,
Yep.
but still. There you go. There's the random video for the day.
YOLO Swaggins.
Go on the
Did we
podcast.
get any questions, by the way?
no.
Yes. Who are you, and how do I know you?
Who are you? Who are you?
Who are ya? Who are ya?
I don't think we're gonna get any questions anymore.
It's happened again.
Okay, I think we should
happened
end this now.
again.
The
So
podcast
We've got
is
no
ended.
questions. It's happened again. What football chants can we do? There's only one UAK. One UAK. There's only one UAK.
there's a reason
The
why there's
referee's a
only
wanker.
one.
The referee's a wanker. That's my personal favourite.
You're a cunt, Tashvin. You're a cunt.
Okay,
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Bye.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Next podcast, bro.
I'm joking. He's gone.
I'm leaving as well.
He's gone. He's gone. Oh no. I'm joking.
Oh.
I'm joking. Come back, Tash. I haven't even stopped recording yet.
No, I've not
Where's
stopped.
it going?
Screw the
Oh,
system.
brilliant. It's making a better
Screw the
Come
system.
back, Tash.
I've stopped.
No, because we're still scheduled for another 45 minutes.
I said I was joking, and I'm still recording right now. Actually, Tash,
Has the
you're still-
podcast ended?
No,
Well, they can't hear him. Tash is speaking right now, but he's
Tash, you speaking?
Yeah.
You recording then?
Yeah, I'm still
Oh,
recording.
he
Oh,
is
it's fine.
recording, it's fine.
It's amazing.
It's only Ben that's not
Okay.
talking anymore.
I'm still here.
Actually, wait.
No, but you're not recording though.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you are.
All right,
so-
this is an amazing
okay.
podcast right now.
Please don't tell me someone stopped recording.
No one's
Oh,
not recording.
God.
Okay. Should we just hit stop recording? and-
No, let's just carry on. We haven't finished
Yeah,
yet.
we still
So,
need to go
what-
through
what
a
other-
good 20,
I
30
thought we were
football
going.
chants.
I thought we were done. You were saying.
We've
well,
only
this
covered
one.
episode 1.
No, we didn't. We talked about episode 25.
Okay, episode 1 and 25. Now you got to 2 and 24.
No, this was a whole recap of all the anime that's from this year. We were just starting with Attack on Titan.
yeah.
We're now going to go on to the next show that was on in that season that I can't remember.
Or Ashura.
Yeah.
Okay.
You.
But that does it for the podcast. So I've been your host, the Slide Dragon 93, and I've got 1,000 subscribers.
Yep.
Now I'm a big boy, and with me I've had the AG Corner, the
Yup.
Z Star Games, and BDT87. That's all, folks. Bye.
Funny thing is, everyone's not going to be able to realise the difference between our voices. They'd be like, "Oh, he sounds the same because the British sound like."
Get this bit in.